Hey, Wes, hope you're doing well today.
Doing great.
Hey, I wanted to ask you about Diamond Johnson. Obviously, she was a big addition for you as a transfer. What have you seen from her through the first set of workouts?
Yeah, again, obviously very explosive, very quick off the dribble, quick crossover, can shoot the three from really, really deep. Just does a lot of things well, good high basketball IQ. So really just all around player. Again, I know y'all probably already heard it, but Allen Iverson has all-star game in Philadelphia, and she's the only female ever invited to play in it. So that tells you she's got a little bit of talent. But again, we've got a lot of returners back, and but it does definitely give us a lot of depth.
Kyle, you can go ahead.
Yeah, Coach Moore, with the WNIT here, the WNIT has got a little different shape this year. You guys are hosting one of the pods. Just walk me through why you guys decided to do it, agreed to do it, and the utility of it, what you're hoping to know about your team when this cluster of games is finished.
Yeah, again, WNIT and the group, right now it's slipping in my mind, but I shouldn't be. But we just have always had a great relationship with them. And, even they also run the Cancun Challenge. We've been to it several times. They do a great job, first class. And obviously we wanted to get some quality opponents, and to have two Power Fives. Towson State had a phenomenal year a year ago, and Wofford, again, I'm familiar with the job that Jimmy Garrity does. So it's going to be 4 good games, and opportunity to find out where we are as a team and hopefully get better. And, again, being able to host is also a great thing for our program, and having fans back in the seats will be exciting. So it's just a great opportunity. And like I said, whenever you get the chance to play in the WNIT, it's something you want to take advantage of.
Todd, go ahead.
Yeah, Wes, Alisa was a big time recruit for you guys coming in, but she wasn't one, if I remember right, a big 5-star type recruit, but she was so important. But she seems like she's had a 5-star effect on your program.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that is. We were fortunate. When I first got here, my first year, we had team camp, and her high school team, Northwest Guilford, came to team camp. We saw her when she was really young, and just she likes to joke about every time I talked to her on the phone when we were recruiting her, reminding her of our 4-out, 1-in system, as she likes to say. But she was a perfect fit for us. Being able to go through the post a lot, get them touches, but she also just moves so well, and she's worked really hard. I think she's in the best shape of her life. I think she's going to be running the floor better than ever, and what an unbelievable person. So in state, it's just very fortunate to have somebody like that in our backyard. But you're right, she wasn't top 25 or anything like that. But I think she's definitely, would be in everybody's top 25 now. So a lot of that's just the hard work that she's put in, and then the staff contributing as well and helping her grow.
Brett, you can go.
Hey, Wes, hope you're doing well today.
Great, thank you.
Could you give us a health update on Kayla and Jada and what their status might be for opening night?
Yeah. Kayla Jones, of course, that was a big blow for us. First round of the NCAA tournament a year ago, she tore her patella tendon. And I had said pretty much all year she was kind of the glue to our team. So that was a big loss. She's had surgery, even though we're, 6 months post-surgery. She's still trying to get all the way back. And that's a tough one to come back from. I do anticipate her playing, though, in the opening game. Jada Boyd, probably not. Tore a tendon in her shooting hand. Hoping maybe in a month to get her back. I'd love to get her back before the Cancun Challenge. I'm sorry, before the trip to Nassau, the Bahamar Challenge in the Bahamas. But that's going to be touch and go whether she's even back for it. So it'll be late November, early December, probably.
Thanks a lot.
Jonas, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Moore. I saw over, I think it was last weekend, that your team took a trip, I guess, like to a cabin somewhere and did some team building activities. It's got time to be around each other. With a couple of new transfers, new freshman class. How big was that trip, and as far as building chemistry? And did you go? And how did the trip go for the group?
Well, we try every year to, the NCAA allows us to do one scrimmage and one exhibition game, if you want to use it that way. The exhibition game has to be a non-D1, but the closed scrimmage can be against a Division I program. So we always try to get somebody really good. And so we went up to Boone, North Carolina, rented a couple of homes in the mountains. Saturday, we went up Friday, and then Saturday we took them zip lining and haunted house and out to dinner and all that. And then Sunday we scrimmaged the University of Tennessee. And so it was great. Of course, Kelly Jolly Harper and her husband, John, they were both on my staff at Chattanooga for a few years. And so it was just a great opportunity to go against, I know they've been picked like second, I think, in the SEC by the media. So a quality opponent to really test you. But as you said, also, it's a great, with new player, we got 3 freshmen, we have 2 transfers, for them all to kind of spend some time together in closed conditions was really fun and great for them. And then obviously the basketball was good too.
Mike, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Coach Moore. Nice to see you. Hair looks sharp today. Wanted to ask you, it seems from the outside with Raina and Kayla and those ladies all coming back, that from the outside looking in, that this is very clearly a team on a mission. Have you got that sense of, they have a specific goal in mind throughout practice leading up to the season, or am I off base there?
No, I think so. Energy's been unbelievable in practice every day. Just them having fun, competing. They're all very competitive out there. And then, like I said, when somebody makes a play or somebody burns somebody else, they celebrate it and have a good time with it. So, I like the energy we have. I like how competitive they are. And I do, we had talked about on the championship rings, possibly putting 3rd straight Sweet 16. And the players said, no, we don't want that on there. We don't want to be reminded of not going deeper last year than we did. So I do think they're very hungry. And that's why, all the seniors came back, and I think that's because they still feel like there's some unfinished business. And it's tough. The neighborhood we're trying to get into is really tough. But they're definitely motivated to try to break through.
We've got time for 1 or 2 more with Coach. So Kyle, you can go ahead. And if there's one more after that, feel free to raise your hand. We'll go with Alec after him. So Kyle and then Alec.
Right on. Coach, you just kind of touched on this, but how long did you grind on that loss to Indiana? What was useful as far as, the work that you did want to put in on kind of picking through that, and maybe, what's the message that needed to be learned from that moment that maybe this roster can still benefit from?
Well, first of all, I just thought Indiana was tougher, than us probably. They attacked, when I went back and clipped that game, they shot a lot of layups. And so they were the aggressor, and we settled for jump shots some. And some of that has to do with their defense and all. They're a great team, and they got everybody back. So that's going to be another big challenge on our schedule, but they do a nice job, and those kids are all, really blue collar kids that work hard, that are really, high basketball IQ. So that's the biggest thing. We've got to be tougher physically, mentally. We've got to be the one that's attacking and aggressive rather than back on our heels. And again, as a coach, maybe with us being able to advance the ball, I felt like I could have done a little bit better. I probably wasted a time out there late in the game, and because of that, we weren't able to advance it. So we can all learn from it. And again, especially going up there and playing them on their home court this year is going to be a great challenge for us. But yeah, it was disheartening. And again, losing Kayla Jones, I don't want to make excuses, but that left us really Jada Boyd, who had the experience at that position. And Jada Boyd, couldn't go 40 minutes. And if I remember right, I think she got in some foul trouble as well. So that's one thing we're trying to do too, is try to be more prepared if we were to lose somebody at that position, try to be prepared. So we worked a lot on 4 guards and possibly going small if we need to, but definitely being prepared if 1 or 2 of them are out.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Alec, you can take our last one for Coach.
Yeah, Wes, you guys obviously opened the season with South Carolina. One, how much can that kind of help your team to start with a challenge that tough? But then also, cool is that for this program? Exciting that you guys are getting those games now consistently, where you get those top 5 matchups at home.
Yeah, no doubt. We're really, our schedule this year is brutally tough. And that's why you do it though. First of all, you got to test your team and expose yourself early. Find out what do we got to do better to get to that level. That's part of it. The other thing is exposure. That game's on ESPN. You can't buy an opportunity like that. Opening night of the season, it's us, and then there's 2 men's games that night also on the ESPN channel. So, it's so valuable from a recruiting standpoint, exposure and all that. So benefits us on the court without a doubt. You sometimes wonder, I think next year we're going to play pretty much the same people that we got on this year's schedule, and we're adding UConn to it. So, but we got to find out where we are. And I think we've got the talent, and those kids want to play in the big games. That's why they come here. They want to play on that big stage. And so we got to keep putting them out there and finding out where we are as a program.
All right, that's it for you, Coach Moore. Thanks a ton.
Anything else, Maddie? I'm going to give them one more. Anybody have a hot question they're dying to ask? We good?
I'm seeing no hands.
Okay.
Lots of nods. Thank you.
All right,
Coach
I'm
Moore.
going to lunch. Y'all have fun.